they gon' look at you different. When coach, you get yours, I get mine.
Yeah, pulling up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line, and the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott looks to throw on first. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Prescott now on second down. And Beasley with it over the middle. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Dan, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, Wood takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So we're going to have a challenge. Remember, last year the tablet was introduced. Most people seem to be happy with how that went, so it's back for 2018.
Yeah, and I thought it helped speed up the process a little bit, to be honest with you. I thought it was terrific that they were able to get that done. Anything you can do to take some of the lulls out of the game and keep it moving, both for the players and, of course, for fan interest, I'm in favor.
After review of the play, the wording on the field stands.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. Here's Hoyer. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Hoyer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. About it, the way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles take possession. Now Hoyer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing...
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Now back to throw. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
By all means.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing. Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish. LeGarrette Blount. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Philly. 73 yards. They'll run again with Blount. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The guilty party, Chance Warmack, the guard out of Alabama. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Prescott to throw it.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Prescott. Incomplete.
man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott, a dump off to Smallwood. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Offensively, they're trying to rush to the line as Hoyer urges him to get set. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Here's Blunt. And now running right through it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going underneath to Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt, 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. Jameis Winston, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game.
Yesterday in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra. Point try by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They start on the ground here with Blunt. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, here's Blunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hoyer. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Hoyer. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Harper. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be stopped.
It's boiled down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Third and short yardage. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make... big plays on the outside, but if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And he's got it up and through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now Hoyer. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught by Saleh. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brent Selleck, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead. Win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, partner. Here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in. And
when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Alshon Jeffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. Four fingers.
You're holding
what
up
does that
four
mean?
fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Second down now after the pass completion. Prescott to throw it. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Get across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. A second down throw for Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now this will be... the 9th play on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blount. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's back to throw. Going underneath to Blount. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They go to Elliott again, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. 23 yards on the play. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Hoyer. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taco Charlton in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
I don't think there's any great... secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they looked lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. One last shot now for Prescott. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.